In the personal story segment tonight, we've all been there, sitting around the dinner table, trapped by the relative who must talk politics, but has no idea what he's talking about. The left likes to think it's always the crazy right-wing uncle who hijacks the holidays. But no, it's usually that young, idealistic left-wing college kid who commandeers the conversation right before asking you for money. What to do? Well, joining me now, comedian Tom Shillue, with insight on helping us survive. So, Tom, first off, do you have plans for Christmas, or is it the YMCA again?
I do have plans. Yes. It's great to be here, Mr. O'Reilly. Finally glad to meet you.
Excellent, excellent. Yes. Now, President Obama told America a few weeks ago to bring Obamacare up in conversation at the holidays. Why on earth would he say that?
Well, did you see that pajama boy that they had?
Yes.
This is the worst thing about that ad, is that they want people to stay in their pajamas until mid-afternoon. that is a shame.
Why?
How are we supposed to be a productive country if we're sitting around sipping hot chocolate? It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
Oh, my God.
I'm surprised that upsets you most.
Yes.
But the fact is, he is saying to introduce politics into your holiday conversation. Would a Republican ever think of doing that?
It happens, but we have to watch out for it, because here's the thing you have to remember. Greg, do you remember the old phrase, the personal is political?
Right.
Yes, that's been the rallying cry from the left for about 40 years.
Right.
It really is personal. So that's what you have to remember. If you are right of center, remember that the people who are sitting around the table, who are Democrats or leftists or liberals, whatever you want to call them, they take it personally.
Yes.
Now, we don't. Politics to us is like a toolbox. We put our tools away and then we come to dinner. But they come, think of it this way. To them, politics is like armor that they wear around all the time.
Right.
And it's heavy.
Yes.
And it chafes. And it makes them irritated.
Yes.
And so when you bring up politics, they immediately, their armor comes up. They're like Transformers, you know? Mm-hmm. So you say something about Obamacare and they're like, and the guns come right out at you.
That's so true.
And we're not ready because our tools are in the closet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if you actually bring up something that you saw on Fox News, they get very angry.
Yes. Well, I have some phrases.
Yes.
These are phrases. If you want to stay engaged, you don't have to lie to them.
Right.
You don't have to agree with their democratic policies. But you can say things like this. When they say something, you say, that's interesting. I hadn't heard that.
That's
so
good.
That works, yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're not lying. You hadn't heard it. It's absurd.
Exactly.
Okay. How about this one? Send me that link. I'd love to read it.
Yeah, that's fantastic, because you know what? They never send you the link.
They never send you a link. And if they do, you just put it in the junk file.
Exactly.
It's fine. And then my favorite is, wow, you don't hear that on Fox News. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you didn't hear it on Fox News.
Right.
You neglect to tell them that what they're saying is absolutely untrue, so why would they put it on the news?
Yeah.
It's idiotic.
I always like the fact that when you cite something that you saw on Fox News, they get very upset. And you ask them if they've ever watched it, Fox News. They never have.
No, yes. Unless sometimes they have a few drinks.
Yeah.
This is what happens around the holidays. Mm-hmm. They sit around and they kind of hate watch Fox News.
Yes.
You know, they watch it just to get their ire up. That's what happens. That's what these Transformers do.
Do you ever talk politics? Or do you stay away from it completely?
I do stay away. I like to, like I said, you like to listen, and I nod my head a lot.
Yeah.
And I say, well, that's interesting. That's an interesting perspective, you know? Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, you're not going to sell anyone. You try to change people's minds. And like the Obama boy in his pajamas, they think they're going to change minds around the holidays, and they're not.
Yeah.
So why bother?
Yeah.
So, you know, you can just say to them, if they call you names, sometimes they get personal, and if they say, you know, you're racist, then you just, you know, you kind of compliment the food. You say, like, you know, well, you know, if being racist means I love your pumpkin pie, then I'm guilty.
That's a very interesting way of going around it.
Exactly.
Generally, if somebody calls me racist around the dinner table, I punch them.
No. Just compliment whatever food they brought.
Yes.
Just say, well, you know, I may be racist, but I love Brussels sprouts.
Do you know what the best thing to do is when you're sitting there and you've got TV on, football on, while they're talking politics, you just start turning up the TV. You don't say anything. You just start turning up so you can't even hear them.
You know what I do? What? I turn up the TV, and then with my back, I turn down the dimmer of the lights. So eventually you're just in a dark room with a loud TV.
That's fantastic. Tom, thank you. Have a good Christmas or whatever you celebrate.